All right, welcome to my Speakeasy unboxing. And as you can see, this game is really tiny. I mean, look at this. That's like, I don't know, half a foot wide. And this is most definitely the heaviest game I have ever purchased. And I don't mean the complexity, I mean the weight. It almost broke my kitchen scale. I think it's 15 pounds. Absolutely ridiculous. The Lacerda games are known for being large and heavy. This game is about a third wider than his previous game, so everything else before used to be the same size box. This one is a lot bigger, so I really don't know what is taking up all this space. So this game, really expensive. This is probably the most I've ever spent on a board game. I think it was $225 Canadian after tax. And for years I refused to buy any Lacerda games because of their pricing. Back 10 years ago, they were the first games to ever get over $100. Well, $100 now is pretty well everything. So this game is over 200. And I bought it because I had been such a bad year in the last year, 2025, for new games. Probably one of the worst years of the last 25 that I can think of for new titles. There was just nothing coming out that I was interested in. I think innovation is almost dead. That's the problem with the industry now. It's just full of Kickstarter crap. Everything's overpriced, overblinged, and simplicity doesn't exist anymore. And then there's way too many games being released. I've noticed that this has caused the collapse of the used market as well here in the Vancouver area. It used to be easy to get 30, 40, 50 bucks for a game, and that was already less than what I paid. If I paid something like 80, I'm pretty sure you could get 50 for it. Now it's so bad that games are sitting for months unsold on the Facebook marketplace. People are just sick of it. They're sick of games. They're sick of having them, and they just want to dump them. And nobody's buying because it's oversaturated. So this is the first time I've ever seen that happen. And I've been actually forced to give games away now for free because nobody is even willing to pay $5 for them. So it may not be that way in all parts of the world, but it is that way down here. So even this game, which is brand new, I've seen it sitting on Facebook Marketplace for its usual cost of $225, and nobody's buying it. People just don't have the money anymore. So you see a lot of deals now, and lots of bulk deals. People just package 5-10 games for $50 or $100 and hope they can get rid of all of them at once. So yeah, it's a bit disconcerting that the market has dropped out like this, where even new titles have no demand. And that the economy really has gone downhill for the last 5 years. So people just don't have money to spend anymore on things like this. They're just trying to buy food. So for me, this was the one new purchase of the last year. Normally I always got at least, 2 to 5 games per year. And I don't buy from online stores anymore. They're just too expensive. I mean, every title, no matter if it's hyped or not, the minimum price is 60 to 80 bucks. So anyway, that's been good in one way, in that it's curbed my enthusiasm for supporting online stores. Now I'm just hitting the used market and getting some deals that way. and checking out older titles and enjoying the ones that I have, which is really what I'm doing now, is trying to keep the collection to no more than 75 games and just pruning off things that don't get played. So I have no idea how long this game is going to hold out. I do have other Lacerda titles, and most of those I bought used because I also didn't want to be spending ridiculous amounts of money. I think I got the Gallerist for about 40 bucks, which is a reasonable cost. I mean, it's 160 new, and I have a few other games as well from him, but I'm running out of shelf space, so I really have to be careful now with what I'm going to put on the shelf. So anyway, let's take a look at what we've got here. Okay, this is the, I should really, well, this is good I'm filming this because I'll probably need to look at it again to repackage it. Okay, this looks like the mob card board. Now this game apparently is not even really out in the States yet. I mean, maybe Canada got some copies before the States did, but it is definitely his most successful Kickstarter game. I think it was almost 1.5 million came in on this, and I had no doubt because of the theme. I mean, theme is the big draw. His last few titles didn't do that well. I think On Mars was the last really thematic one, and then there was Weather Machine and Inventions, which didn't really catch on. They didn't get great reviews. This seems like a return to form according to most reviews. It seems to be generally positive. The negatives I've heard about it are that it's not a lot of direct interaction with other people. You're sort of fighting the game and the mobsters that appear. So I've been watching some playthrough videos and learning how to play it, and the components look pretty good. I mean, look at this board here. This is the personal player board, and you've got your family members here in their chairs, and you've got the little windows and doors where you can put your cards in. Oh, it's so cute. And there's a window you can look out and see what trucks you have. So yeah, the typical deluxe components that you expect for this price. Now, I think in the States, there's one store that's selling this game for about $110 US. Of course, in Canada, you pay double for everything. That's what I love about Canada. You pay more, and it takes a lot longer to get, if it even shows up at all. So these are the 4-player boards, and then we've got all the other pieces here. So this is going to be fun punching this out for the next 2 hours. I mean, if you really want nice components, you can't go wrong with these games. It's certainly a lot different than things used to be even 10 years ago, when everything was just thrown in a box, in a baggie. It had no inserts. And now it's gone the opposite direction, where you get 500 meeples that look really nice. Okay, there's the main board. Now I think this is going to take up a lot of space. All his games do take up a lot of space, and this table has to be doubled. It's a fold-out table. There's the player screens for hiding your money. So storage components for, I guess this is each player's tray. And then there's all the components. You've got hotels, casinos, nightclubs. You got cops. This kind of reminds me of Escape Plan, which I also just picked up a couple weeks ago. And there are a lot of police officer meeples in that one as well. Now, Escape Plan was 2019. It's probably his worst reviewed game, no doubt, because it's not as complex as his other games. But we found it actually fairly entertaining, and the best thing about it was it didn't take long to play, maybe 2.5 hours. for a 2-player game. So that was the big advantage about Escape Plan. And I got that one cheap. I bought it from a guy and it included the Kickstarter upgrade for 50 bucks Canadian. So all you have to do, the trick, is wait 5 years and you'll get everything cheap. Because people will just cycle through their collection and get rid of the things they're tired of. Maybe, I think this one wasn't even played, the Escape Plan. So yeah, lots of nice pieces here. Of course, we play mostly 2-player, so the majority of this is not going to be used. I wish you could just buy 2-player games that had the components for 2 players and then save some money on all the extra stuff that you're never going to use. But they're never going to do that. And there's the deck of cards. There's 2 in there. So yeah, it looks like everything is nicely organized. Anyway, I'm going to probably try and set up this game and actually film it. So, like I said, I don't usually do unboxings, but I thought this was such a beast. And it's, I'm definitely looking forward to trying it out for the theme. That's the main attraction. I used to play Gangsters from Avalon Hill, which is about 30, 40 years old already. And that game was fun. Not like this, but I do like that theme. I don't think I have another game involving gangsters. I think we had played, what was it, Corleone's Empire? Godfather. The Godfather. That was boring. I got rid of that. Then we had stuff like Sons of Anarchy. I also didn't think that was that great. So anyway, be wary of this game. I could say it's very easy to drop and it's very heavy. So you could get a good workout just by bench pressing it. You don't need to have any weights. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that unboxing, and stay tuned for a gameplay of this coming up soon.